Good morning. My name is Diana Wyatt, and you are at Centers for Spiritual Living, Cultural Coast. Hello. Bring your attention to the room, please. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, now we're all here. Okay, the power is here now. And that's about what we're going to do. So what I would like everyone to do is lower your chatter right now, please. I need you to come into the room with me. This is Spirit's time. It's all Spirit's time, but this is a time we chose to come together and be aware. Right now, I would like for you to take all that excess energy and throw it in your hands and wiggle your hands around like this. Get it out, get it out, get it out. Wiggle, wiggle. The power of love is here now in this room, and I see it in every face. It's beautiful. You're about to hear a song, and I would like for you to sing with us if you want. If not, listen and know it's for you. These are the words. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. Frankie. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now.
Hang on. We're having a problem with the guitar. The guitar out. Sorry. Jacob, I got nothing. Do we need another? Do we have a chord? Let's switch chords. Sorry, everybody.
So while we're doing that, I would like each of you to know there is a power in the universe, and it's a good one, right? And guess what? We get to use it for whatever we choose, right? In this now moment right here, right now, today, in this moment, what do you want to use your good for? Can you think of anything? Hold that thing in your heart, right? That intention. This is called flexibility. Here we go. It's going to be worth it, I promise. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth.
Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fear. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, nurture you. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fear. Let the winds blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, and nurture you. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. Let the water wash away our tears. Let the fire burn away our fear. Let the wind blow into our lives such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, nurture you. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love, it's here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth.
Good morning. Thank you for that beautiful way to just center us in the power of love as we come together today. So we are truly blessed to have you all joining us at the Center for Spiritual Living, Cultural Coast. My name is Richard Houston, and I'm one of your licensed practitioners. And we're just so blessed to have you with us today. And for those online, we say welcome also, whether you're viewing now or later. We're blessed by your presence and your energy also. So we're just going to take a moment then and go within and continue the centering. So if you'll just join me in your seats and just feel the presence. Just relax into this moment, for we know that God is good all the time in every person, place, and situation. We know that this time together just brings us closer together in community connection and in connection with the One. For we are all connected at this time and in every moment. We are just grateful for the center, for the community, and for the larger community. We are just blessed in this moment, and we just give gratitude and thanks for being together, for joining in love, and for this service. We're all blessed. And we just let it be, and together we say, and so it is.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Angelica Redleaf, and I am a member of the Board of Trustees. And I'll be speaking on a wonderful topic, the power to create a better world. Just for a few minutes, though. The theme I'll be speaking on is part of my lifelong desire to make the world better in some way. And that eventually led me to chiropractic so that I could have a perfect vehicle to change the world one person at a time in my own way. I was to have led a Blue Zones workshop 2 weeks ago, but it was delayed due to Milton. And it'll be rescheduled at some point. But today I will speak about Blue Zones as they relate to the power to create a better world. You've all heard of the Blue Zones, I imagine? Yeah? These are places on the planet where people live to be extraordinarily old, vital, healthy, and happy. It's pretty cool. The places on the planet are Okinawa, Japan, Sardinia, Italy, Ikaria, Greece, Loma Linda, California, the Seventh-day Adventist community there, and Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica, which I visited in March 2019. Actually, there's now a 6th Blue Zone. Does anyone know what that... No? What? I didn't hear that. Sarasota. No, it's another part of the world. It's not in the US. It's brand new. It's Singapore. The Blue Zones Committee saw what was going on. Does anybody know what's been going on in Singapore? Turns out the government in 1960 made big changes. And in a generation, the longevity, the average age of someone in Singapore was 65 in 1960. In one generation, it went up to 85. The government instituted so many fabulous things that the Blue Zones Committee had no choice but to award them that, whatever that award is, I don't know. But anyway, it's a long story how it happened, but it's very different than the other Blue Zones, which were created over generations. The behaviors, the manner of eating, and so forth, etc. So, let's see. And there are 9 lessons to be learned from all 6 Blue Zones. And all of these lessons can contribute to a longer, healthier, happier life, and hence a better world. I'd like to speak about one of these lessons, and that is purpose. almost everyone living in a blue zone has purpose beyond themselves. They don't spend their days trying to look younger and more beautiful, and their lives have a different purpose. Not that that's not okay, but it shouldn't be the only thing. Because that could be pretty empty. So for us to benefit from this lesson in our own lives, it's recommended in the Blue Zone's books that we craft a personal mission statement. Doesn't that sound like a great idea? Okay, good. And an important question that we have to ask ourselves in the process, hi Jackie, in the process of creating a personal mission statement, one of the most important is, what motivates you to get up in the morning? What is it that gets you up? All right, I like it, yeah. That's good. But there are more questions. Josie, that was good though. There are more questions, like, what are you passionate about? How do you enjoy using your talents? What's truly important to you? And how can we contribute to the lives of others? So all of those questions could be included in some way in our personal mission statement. And we always have the power to craft a new mission statement at any point in our lives, because as we age, that might change. And it's the power to choose how we will live our personal mission statement, through which we can create a better world and better communities, like the Blue Zones. Perhaps you'll expand an I in your mission statement into a we, to include others. I'm going to give you a little bit of time, maybe 30 seconds, to think about what that personal mission statement might be. If you haven't already thought of it, you might take a moment. Remember, what do you wake up for? What's your reason? What are you passionate about? What are your talents? What's important to you? How can you contribute to others? Just take 30 seconds, maybe close your eyes and think about what's important to you in your life. Okay. Would anyone like to share a mission statement with us? Josie, breakfast has to do with breakfast, right? Beautiful. Beautiful. Anyone else have something that? Excellent. Elaine, go ahead. Beautiful. Okay. Yes.
I can make someone smile and laugh each day. That's a good day.
That's a beautiful thing. Yes. And it can be such a small thing that can make somebody's day better. Definitely. So if this idea of purpose and a personal mission statement grabs you, you can certainly take the time on your own to refine your personal mission statement. You can always reach out to someone here and share that mission statement. Thank you.
Thank you, Angelica. We're going to get more on that later. That's an appetizer. Right now, we're going to do a song by one of our favorite folks around here named Karen Drucker. And the name of this song is Every Step is Holy. And what I would like for you to know while we're doing this song is every step is holy. The sideways steps, the the backward steps, especially the backward steps, maybe. The fearful emotions, the anger, the sadness. It's all holy. The trees with dangling branches, the trees with new buds, every one of them's holy. The dark side, the light side, it's really one side. It's us. And every bit of it's holy. Every breath, every step, and every face in this room, and every face you will ever see, the same thing applies. Thank you. Let's do this song together. Every step is holy. Every breath is life. Every moment precious when held up to the light. Every heart connected, each the face of God. Grace has shown me every step is holy. Every step is holy, every breath is life, every moment precious when held up to the light, every heart connected, each the face of God. Grace has shown every step is holy. Every step is holy, everyone. Every breath is life. Every moment precious when held up to the light. Every heart connected, each the face of God. Grace has shown me every step is holy. Every step, every breath, it's holy. Every step is holy, every breath is life, every moment precious when we see it through the light, every heart connected, each the face of God. Grace has taught me every step is holy. Every step is holy. Every breath is life. Every moment precious
when held up to the light. Every heart connected, each the face of God. Grace has shown me every step is holy. Holy, holy. Everyone, every breath, every step, it's all holy. Can you feel that? That's holy. Every moment precious. Every heart connected, each the face of God. Grace has taught me every step is holy. It's all holy. Holy.
Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Joyful Noise. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, last week I started with I love my job. This week I want to start with I love my job. I love my job and I love Science Mind. I love it. I love it. I love this way of life. I love this philosophy. I love that it's a 24/7 way of life for me. I love that it has relevant, universal spiritual principles that I can apply to my life on a daily basis. I love that. You know, not a Sunday go-to-meeting thing, but a lived experience of my beliefs, a way of life. And it's an invitation on a daily basis to live in alignment with those, just as Angelica said, that's where the juice comes from. To live a long, healthy, vibrant life is to be in alignment with those things, to really embody them. It's part of how you live. That's our true power. That is our true power. So all month long, we've been talking about power and where the power comes from, obviously knowing it comes from within. But the true power is us being able to live in alignment with our values, with those universal principles. Thank you again, Angelica, because some of us really haven't spent the time to know what our values are, our core values, what we hold tight to. And sometimes they can be ancient ideas, you know, from childhood. And that's what we've been doing in our advanced consciousness class, our Prac 1 class, is looking at our core values, looking at where we're maybe in an integrity and where we maybe are out of integrity with those, and maybe where they need to be revised, right? That's your power. That's our power. Collectively, today's title is Power to the People, Creating a World that Works for Everyone and All Creation, right? So, power to the people. Collectively, it really isn't different than us individually. And it's magnified. That power is magnified when we're here together. You can feel it on Sunday mornings. Well, you know that that's the same way anytime you're in a group where there is a shared value, a shared principle, a shared concern, right? You feel the energy of that. Well, I want to share with you this morning, and I know I've done this before, and I'm just so called this morning because some of you may not have ever heard this. Our Declaration of Principles is what we call it in Science of Mind. The Declaration of Principles helped me through the storms. They've helped me through the storms of my life. They helped me through these last storms because of the very first principle, which is oneness. The idea that there's one energy, creative energy and intelligent energy coming into form. That helps me during the storms of my life. It also helps me as we approach our national and local elections in just 9 days. 9 days. There's no enemy when we look at our principle. There's no enemy, right? There's only one creative intelligence, always operating. It's an energy. It takes form, it shifts form. It comes from the infinite realm into form. We help it do that. This creative energy I can use, you can use, and we do use it all the time. And it's our conscious awareness of it where the real juice lies, right? That's the power. So the Declaration of Principles, they were written in 1927 by Ernest Holmes. And I'm going to read them really quickly. But I really want us to get, and skip through the I believe. You take what you believe. The I believe kind of rubs me the wrong way sometimes. It's like, don't tell me what to believe. I'm not trying to tell you what to believe. But I'm giving you some ideas that you can use in your life to really spark that power that's within when you align with them, okay? So, we believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty, one indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. This one manifests itself in and through all creation. That's an important piece right there. One, it's incarnated into all life, but it's not absorbed by its creation. The manifest universe is the body of God. All this beauty out here, everything we see, everything we experience in nature. It's the divine coming into form. The manifest universe is the body of God. It is the logical and necessary outcome of the infinite self-knowingness of God. Think about that. Coming into form to experience life. The infinite self-knowingness of God. We believe in the incarnation of the Spirit in humankind and that all people are incarnations of the One. Important. All people. Not just the ones that look like us, not the ones that think like us. All people. All people. We believe in the eternality, the immortality, and the continuity of the individual soul, so forever and ever expanding. We're going to touch on that next week. We believe that the kingdom of heaven is within us and that we experience this kingdom to the degree that we become conscious of it. Another very important statement. It's our awareness, right? It's our awareness. I mean, we really have no power over anything that we're not aware of, or do we? I mean, how could we possibly, right? It's in our awareness, in our alignment, in our real knowingness and embodiment. We believe the ultimate goal of life to be a complete emancipation from all discord of every nature. Again, very important. These things we struggle with. The ultimate goal of life is to be complete emancipation from all discord of every nature. This is for everyone. Not just a particular few. Not just a particular few. and that the goal is sure to be attained by all. We believe in the unity of all life, and that the highest God and the innermost God is one God. We believe that God is personal to all who feel this indwelling presence. We don't have to call it God. You call it what matters to you. It's energy, it's universe, it's creative intelligence, it's source, it's substance, whatever works for you, right? We believe in the direct revelation, though, of this truth through our intuitive and spiritual nature, and that anyone may become a revealer of truth who lives in close contact with the indwelling God. I don't have your truth. You have your own truth. When you're in alignment with it, when you're in close contact with this indwelling spirit, no matter what you call it, right? We believe that the universal spirit, which is God, operates through a universal mind, which is the law of God, and that we are surrounded by this creative mind which receives the direct impress of our thought and acts upon it. Again, super important for us. This is what we teach, the spiritual mind treatment, right? What a great way to remember that there is a power and a presence here now. I'm one with it. And it responds. It responds. There's a reciprocal nature. It responds to the direct impress of my thought and acts upon it. What I believe, I shall receive. Yes? We believe in the healing of the sick through the power of this mind. We believe in the control of conditions through the power of this mind. Do you believe that? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the eternal givingness of life to all. To all. We believe in our own soul, our own spirit, and our own destiny, for we understand that the life of humankind is God. How do you like that last piece? The life of humankind is God. I want to be so strongly standing in principle, so clear, so unmoved from that place of being aligned with principle, that I operate from it each and every day. Don't you? Yeah. In every way, regardless of what's going on around me, I am not fazed. I am not moved, because I know my truth. I know my values. I stand strongly and firmly on my values. Yeah? So, I didn't know exactly what Angelica was going to talk about. Isn't that sweet? We must know what we believe. We must know what we value. We must know what principles we believe are operating in the universe, so that we can use them, so that we can stand firm, so that we can create a world, our own lives, and the life that we collectively share from that place. That's power. That is power. Ernest Holmes said in The Science of Mind, the steadfast determination to attain some purpose is the letting go of all that opposes it, and having a complete reliance upon this idea, this law of good. To be unqualified trust in it, that's real power. So that's calling us to be for something, not against something, right? To put all our eggs in that basket that we're for. Not worrying, not spending energy, not focusing on what we think we're against, right? Because there's only one anyway, expressing itself uniquely diversified individually. So living a line, then, is not fighting our way through or to or from anything, right? Yeah. And that gives us strength and confidence and integrity. Integrity is not living by some moral code, because that's different for different people, right? Integrity is being in alignment with who you are, who you say you are, how you want to show up, who you want to be, and what you want to see in the world. Being in integrity with that day in and day out. And remember, it requires consciousness. It requires us to wake up. It requires us to be mindful on really a moment-by-moment basis. And of course, none of us do that perfectly. I don't do that perfectly. None of us do. But that's the goal. That is really the goal. This is a creative universe. We're creating it. We're creating it. So we're creating our society. We're the economy. Don't think it's something else. We are the economy. We are the election. We are society. We are a spiritual family. We're community. You want to attract that new job? You be that new job. You want to attract that new relationship? You be that relationship. This election is no different than any of that. It's no different than anything we teach any day, right? It's no different. The focus remains on what it is that we want to create, what we truly believe. Can you vote from that place of what you truly believe? Yeah? Yeah. Because here it is, no single person brings into the world these ideals that I just read. Like no single person brings into the world the global vision that the Centers for Spiritual Living have. That everybody is franchised, everybody has enough of everything they need, that everybody has, educational opportunities. That's part of our global vision. When we say that we believe in a world that works for everyone, that's the backdrop. There's a list of things that we believe, that I believe. Again, I can't tell you what to believe. But when you sign on as a member here, when we agree that we're working towards a world that works for everyone together, there is a collective consciousness there. Again, that is so powerful. And I want you to walk forward these next 9 days and beyond that in that power. Knowing how powerful you are, knowing how powerful we are collectively. Again, no single person does this, yet every single person makes an incredible difference. Now I want to talk about the potency of science of mind treatment for a moment. Elaine began this month for us with her beautiful presentation of treatment, affirmative prayer, spiritual mind treatment, the 5 steps. We've been doing this 100 days too. I don't know how many in here have been doing that. Listen to the 100 days of intention election. Have you enjoyed it? Yeah, I have enjoyed it this morning. John Stringer, oh my God, it was so good. It was so good, and it was spot on what I'm talking about, right? There's a power behind all that is, within all that is. This is without limit. This is what science of mind teaches, that there's all this power. And Ernest Holmes wrote in Creative Living that in us, it becomes what we permit it to be. Good. In us, it becomes what we permit it to be. Our destiny is in our own hands, he wrote. When we rise to an elevated state of consciousness where we see all things in their completeness and know that an all-wise power is behind it all, we will see that the infinite could only wish for us all that we wish, right? Isn't that magnificent? See, there's nothing big or little. A hurricane, the storms of our lives, an election that seems important. There's nothing really big or little, though, right? We assign that. And I feel the energy sometimes when we when you worry, when we worry, right? And that people are a little low energy because of the storm or because of the pending elections, no matter what side of that you sit upon, right? Again, but the stars are not big, the atoms are not little as substance, because what? They're identical. Because they're from one thing. I love those songs that the band did this morning. Drop the fear. Yeah. So, what we stand for. I just read what the Declaration of Principles are. Aligning our choices here on Sundays, where you're going to spend your Sundays, that's important. I just sent out yesterday the membership renewal. If you're already a member, all you have to do is click the button and say, yep, keep me on the rolls. If you're new, you click the button and answer a few more questions, tell us your name, address, blah, blah, blah. That's a vote. That's a vote. That's a vote in what you believe in. That's your vote to align with core values that make your heart sing, that make you feel excited and hopeful and purposeful. Yeah? Because we do have a purpose here. To see the world in a better light, where we really do practice oneness, where we live it, where we know who we are and we look at people next to us and in the grocery store and on the road and on the TV and know that's an expression of the divine, just like I am. And how can we work together to really create a society where everyone feels that sense of belonging and worth and value and opportunity? Yeah. That's what we stand for here. So I invite you to go ahead and renew your membership, take a stand that honors equality, compassion, harmony, love. That's what we're about. Yeah. And then know that we're sowing seeds for positive change all over the planet. And when you go to the polls, you do the same thing. I can't tell you how to vote. But power to the people, power to create a world that works for everyone, lies in your voice, in your choice, in your vote, in your alignment with what you truly believe in. What you really believe in. Vote that. So here it is. Spiritual mind treatment gives us a roadmap. If you're feeling a little wobbly at any time in the next 9 days or any time in your life for whatever reason, remember those 5 steps. All there is God. And what I know about it is that it is loving. It is good. It is about evolution. It is about more and greater. It's expansive. It's inclusive. Nobody and nothing is left out of that equation. Right? Including me. And that's step number 2. And including you. Knowing that the divine one, that all-powerful, all-loving, creative, intelligent energy comes into form by means of me, through me, as me. Wow, what power. What power. And then 3, that I get to claim my good then. Because all that inherent power to create this entire universe and people it with all of us lies within me, not that I am it, but I am one with it. I am one with it. So we believe in an immanent divine presence, right? It's transcendent, creating all this beauty. You too can have all that beauty. And we too can collectively create a beautiful society, a loving, inclusive society. An educated, fed, housed, loved society. Oh, see it? Can you see it? Can you feel it? Yeah. Ask yourself, what makes my heart sing? What calls me to engage? What lifts me? Where can I find this in my community? Where can you find it here as a member? Are you willing to support the creation of something new if it's called for? Ask yourself, am I making time to understand my values and how they align with the candidates on the ballot and the issues on the ballot? Am I making time for that? If I'm not, why? Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Am I educating myself on where the candidates stand on these issues so that I can exercise my voice, so that I can live spiritual principles? Now, this statement, I'm going to close with this. This statement was attributed to Charlie Chaplin. I don't know who wrote it. I think I said it, actually, at some point. Think of all the power that's in the universe, moving the earth and growing the trees. That same power is within you, within me, if we only have the courage to use it. Yeah. Blessings this week. Yeah.
That sounds revolutionary. What do y'all think we do a song by Susan Tedeschi called Revolutionize Your Soul, and we'll revolutionize ourselves right into alignment? We're going to have a little fun with this one.
What if you had never?
Sorry.
Maybe you can have all the things you ever dreamed of. And maybe you can drive your Hummer down a gold-plated street with your dove. Of all the fancies you wanna buy, how do they make you feel inside? You can't find your life in a bargain bin. Oh no, you gotta start that path within. Yeah. Revolutionize your soul. 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 Thank you.
Wow, feel that power. Yeehaw. All right. And speaking of power, the power of love, this is our time for tithes and offering, and this is one of my favorite times because it allows us to be in circulation and to take what's given to us in the world and to move it along and sort of allow it to unfold in the universe. So if you'll just take your tithes and offerings, and for those online, they'll be scrolling multiple ways to give to this community. So if you just want to hold that close to your heart and know with me that my tithe does good in the world. It is on purpose, as I am on purpose. It is unfolding in a beautiful way, circulating, giving life, and in turn I receive it back, multiplied and magnified. Now I am blessed by this, and we just let it be, and together we say, and so it is.
And let's sing together. I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on. I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on.
All right. And we have a few announcements. If this is your first time here, we welcome you. And it's important that you introduce yourself to Reverend Theresa. She likes to make sure she meets everybody new. And also, one of the greeters will have a small gift for you, just to give you a flavor of our center and what we do. This is the first Friday coming up, and the drumming circle for this Friday is canceled. Will not be happening, just as an FYI. The other part, and speaking about the power of love, there's been a group of people from the center, Reverend Theresa, Reverend Diana, and Diane, who have been helping people with their storm efforts.
A whole bunch of
So we also have Gwen coming up to just give you a sense of what that's like in her life.
I want to give my most heartfelt testimonial today. I can never, ever tell you the depths of my gratitude for being a part of a community. Every single body here is part of it. These guys did the heavy lifting yesterday. Thank you. An amazing crew came to my house. I had unimaginable debris at my home, and I was gifted with the love warriors that came into the fairy garden and turned the scary garden back to the fairy garden. So it was amazing, amazing display of love in action. And I will never, ever be able to tell you how much that means to somebody, that you're out there doing the work, and you're all a part of it, of course. But I really want to thank especially the people that came and put their love in my garden and my house. So thank you so much.
So if you'd like to be part of that action, oh, yes.
Can I just say, thank you, Gwen. Whoops. Gwen, you expressed it so eloquently. It's exactly what I feel from my heart. And I just want to say thank you. What a blessing this community is. And Reverend T for coming and just doing the work, helping get our store back together. And the good news is we have drywall installed, so we're really making good progress, and we hope to be open for the season. And of course, our home is going to take a while, but we're working on it, and we just feel so blessed by this community, and I just want to thank you. Thank you so much.
So if you want to be part of that effort, contact Reverend Theresa, and some of this is going to be continued as we move through that effort. And also, Annie Cedarberg's going to come up and share with us.
Annie!
Good morning, everybody. I have to take a breath because that just really touched my heart. Next Sunday is the first Sunday in November, and all around the world, people honor the people who have passed in their lives. And Reverend Theresa and I have wanted to do this for several years and do a Day of the Dead honoring. And we're going to ask if you would like to bring pictures of your loved ones who have passed, people or animals. We're going to have a beautiful altar. We're going to talk about Day of the Dead, and then at 1 o'clock, out underneath our beautiful oak tree out there, I'm going to facilitate a gathering where we're going to share some stories. And I have a story I'd like to share right now. The last time I saw my father, he looked really good. He looked really sharp. He was wearing a nice suit. He was strong. He was healthy looking. You never would have known he had had cancer and chemo and all the things he had been through. He was radiant. In fact, he was beaming. And I almost didn't recognize him because I hadn't seen him smile in so long. And we had been estranged. I had tried to heal that, but it didn't work. But in that moment, we were standing there across from each other, and the love was flowing between us. We were surrounded in love. We were bathed in it. There was this golden, beautiful, liquid love. And forgiveness, it was really clear there was no need to ever forgive. And not a word was spoken. And I was healed. And it was a life-changing experience. And it was really unusual because my dad had died 5 months before. And yet I saw him as physical as all of you. So every time someone close to me has died, a person or an animal, I've had an unusual experience. And I feel like it's part of my mission to share those stories. And so next week at 1 o'clock under the oak tree, we're going to have a chance. I'm going to share a few more, and I invite all of you, if you have stories you want to share, to come and do that. If you don't have stories, come anyway, okay? It's on a love offering basis. The money goes to the center here for all the magnificent work that everybody's doing. All right? I hope to see you there.
Also, last week, I think Reverend Diana was introduced. If you want to wave back there, Reverend Diana. She has joined our community in a deeper way, and part of her efforts are around 12-step recovery, science of mind, and let her know if you have some interest in that area, okay? She's wanting to share her power and her passion with those who really have an interest around that, so please do that. Also, the 10th annual party is coming up, and what date is that?
It's on the 10th.
On the 10th, yes.
On the 10th.
On the 10th, oh, okay. And we're going to have on that day, it's our annual meeting. We're going to have food and fun. It's going to be interactive, informative. And just to let you know, there is one board seat coming up for renewal. And if anyone is interested in being on the board, please contact Reverend Theresa or Jennifer Johnston, our board president, or Jerry right here. So please contact one of them if you're interested in that. We would love to have you participate in that way.
Before you go on.
Oh, before I go on, yes, something else?
This is the craziest day for announcements. I just want to let everybody know that if you're going to be here that morning, for the food, for the meeting and the food and the fun, there's sign-ups over there for the food that Rebecca just did. So I'm going to go put this back down, but check it out.
All right.
Now
Wonderful.
Is it a complete potluck? Is that what you're saying, or?
Yes.
Okay.
And lastly, I'm the practitioner of the day, and if you'd like to have prayer, I'll be over here in this section of the sanctuary here, so feel free to come join me for a prayer. You can also write a prayer. There's forms right there where the practitioners will pray on your behalf and with you. And also you can do it online also. Just know that we're here supporting you as you see fit. And lastly, joyful noise.
All right, thank you, Richard. All right, sing along with us on this one, too. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a light at the center of everyone. It can light up the world just like the sun. There's a flame within us that can light our way. It can burn away the darkness of a troubled day. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine. Whenever you see darkness, you've got to know that the light is within you. Everywhere you go, whatever you are facing, whatever's on your mind, you can help illuminate it. Let your light shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine. Whatever you are facing, whatever's on your mind, you can help illuminate it. Let your light shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine. One more time. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Let Rachel.